Hey guys, so I'm here today with my review of Justice League vs. Teen Titans, the animated movie, in case you didn't know it was out. It is. So, the movie pretty much starts off with the Hall of Justice being attacked by a whole bunch of villains. I mean, it's a really, not gory, but it's a really destructive scene. It's really violent. There's some big villains in there, then there's some smaller villains in there. There's Lex Luthor, there's Toyman, there's just a whole bunch of things going on. And it's really not looking good for anyone. So the kind of goes on from that with the Justice League fighting the villains, and then it goes over to the Teen Titans and kind of fleshes out their story. It's kind of fleshing out the characters: Starfire, Nightwing, Damian as Robin. You got a Raven. So it kind of focuses on them for a bit. One thing I do want to talk about is Damian. Now, I absolutely hate Damian in the comics. I do not care for him. I hate the way he's written. And that's kind of one problem I have with the movie. He's exactly the same in the movie. He's bratty. He's jealous of Nightwing. And since him and Starfire were a thing, I'm guessing he likes Starfire. And he's being a real fuckboy with this shit. To put it honestly, he's being a real fuckboy. It's just, he's terribly written. He's just bratty and he backtalks everyone. I think he backtalked Blue Beetle. He's like, hey man, just show Starfire some respect. Just calm down. And he just went off on them, and it's just terrible. I honestly wanted to stop watching after a while just because it's so not cringy. It's just annoying after a while. It's just kind of unbearable. But that's besides the point. After that, the Justice League meet with the Teen Titans and they ask for their help because there's this big thing going on, and I don't want to spoil too much, so I'll just leave it at that. But at that point, Damian kind of completely 180s, and he's like, alright, I don't hate you guys anymore. I don't hate the Justice League. I don't hate my team. Let's help them. Cool, whatever. So they all start fighting. I don't want to get into it too much because I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But there's a lot of magic involved. There's some stuff with Raven, and I guess it kind of turns the Justice League evil and they start fighting. And then after that, it takes a real unexpected turn. I didn't expect it, but it was kind of a cop-out, I'll say that. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad cop-out. It was decent. They could have done better with it. It could have improved. This movie is really big on magic, and that's actually a good thing. One thing that actually made that stronger is the CG and the animation is actually really good with this. And since it's all made with computers, I mean, you'd kind of expect it to be. So that's one thumbs up to the movie. Eventually, the day is saved. One thing I did kind of find annoying, but I did kind of find funny, is Cyborg at the end. He's like, alright, now that we saved the day, I'd rather be with the Justice League because I'm too good for the Teen Titans. But whatever, I'll hang out with you guys. So it's kind of dickish, but that's its own thing. That's Cyborg. I don't know why they did that, but it's not exactly gonna dock the movie at any points. I just found it funny. Overall, saying what I said, the CG is really good. The animation is good. I think the only real thing I hated was Damian. That's honestly the only bad factor of the movie. Besides that, it was really well done. I mean, it's obviously no Flashpoint paradox, but a lot of their future movies haven't been so far, so that's just a whole nother story for another day. But overall, it was an enjoyable movie. I did like the story. I liked what they did with this. If you're a fan of the DC animated universe, I think you'll find this movie very enjoyable, and I think you will like it. Overall, I do think they could have improved in a lot of scenes. A lot of the story, although it was good, there's definitely some moments that are kind of lazy writing, I would say, and it definitely could have improved. But overall, I think I'd give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. And as I said, if you're a fan of the movies like the DC animated universe, I do recommend you watch it. I think you'd probably like it.